Hey guys, Megan here, and I've been getting a lot of questions. You guys have asked, in 2018 and 19 you lost 240 pounds. In 2020 you ran 2020 miles, so what are you going to do next? Here's the answer: 2021 miles in 2021. I never was a big fan of virtual runs. They didn't really motivate me before until COVID hit. And then all of the runs that I used to love to go and do and get to be around other runners and just the camaraderie, it was gone. It was taken from me. And I was really worried about how I was going to stay on target with my weight loss maintenance goal, because running is such a big part of that. Not only is it good for me physically and it gets my body active, but it's really mental for me as well. I love just the experience of running, pushing myself harder, and just getting out there and doing it every day. I have a 10K pledge that I do where I pledge 10,000 steps every day, no matter what. So I know I have to do it anyways. But free things really motivate me. I'm very incentivized by them. So I went ahead and I've ordered my 2021 kit for virtual run to run 2021 miles in 2021. I've seen the medal online, but I'm not gonna open this until I actually hit my target, my goal. Any virtual run I signed up for in 2020, I wouldn't let myself look at or touch the medal until I actually did the run. And that's how I stay accountable. Yeah, they go ahead and send it to you anyways and you can hang it up, but what's the point of having it if you didn't actually do the work? So for me, I don't give myself permission to open it up until I've done the work. So every day of 2021, I'm gonna have this package sitting out where I can see it, frustrated that it's a really cool dial and you get to play with it and move the miles as you go and keep track on the actual medal. But for me, I'm not opening it until I've earned it. And that's just a mental way that I keep myself on track. So when on those days when I don't really feel like going out and getting it done, I'll have this to look at and be like, you know what, I can make a little dent in getting one day closer to getting to open this up, and not skip that day and keep going. I do not run every single step of my runs. I learned early on in my journey about a group called Jeffy. It was based off of a marathoner. He was training other marathoners after the Olympics. His Olympic career was over and he was training people, and he discovered that you actually don't get as many injuries and you have better times when you walk run combo. So if you're just starting out on a journey of walking and running, or you're wanting to get into running, you're wanting to do longer distance races, just something to keep in mind. It's okay to build up intervals. It's okay to set smaller goals to get to that bigger goal. If you can't run a 5K all at one time, that's okay. Maybe you run 10 yards and then you have to walk 50 and then you can run another 10 yards. If that's your plan and that works for you, then do that for you. Everybody's going to be starting in a different place. If you are only a walker, you don't have it in you, it hurts your joints too much to run, that's okay. I started at 420 pounds and I did yoga for a year. Yoga and walking, and that's all I did. Yoga, walking. My daughter would come down, she'd ask me what I was doing, I'd say I'm working out, and she'd be like, you're not working out, you're stretching. If stretching is what gets you moving and stretching is getting you more active than what you're doing right now, then that's a step forward. So if all you're ready for, all you can commit to is stretching, then do that. Do what works for you. Don't let anybody shame you for taking little baby steps. If that's giving you progress, you're comfortable at that pace, you're good with it, and you're happy, then that's on you. Don't let somebody else shame you because you're not dropping 20 pounds or you're not running a marathon. You're not there yet, but you can get there if you want to, if you keep working and go at your own pace that makes you happy. If you try to do things that don't make you happy, you're not gonna stick with it. Another tip is don't try to stick to things when you're mentally fatigued. Give yourself permission to try something else out. Our bodies aren't meant to do the same actions over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So if you have a job where you're already taking a lot of steps during the day, or you have a repeated motion, those muscles, you're already going to have some it's called, it's when your helper muscles are overworked, and you can also have some fatigue in certain muscles if you're overusing them or you have bad posture. So yoga and stretching are super important for me on my journey, because like I said, I did yoga for over a year working to correct my muscle imbalances. I've done, I do HIIT workouts, and yeah, a 30-minute HIIT workout can make me sweat a whole lot more than a running workout, but I still want to get my 10,000 steps in every day, so I stay consistent. So maybe on the days that I do a HIIT workout that's really hard, I'm walking more than I'm running. And that's okay. There's no shame in the modification game. If you are not ready to go full bore all the time, all out, if you're not ready to try and run a 5K in under 30 minutes, there's no one saying you have to. Do what works for you. You don't have to feel shame for not wanting to work out. Find something else you like to do. Maybe you like to have a dance party with your kids and start there. Maybe you then, after you've gotten in the mood of dancing with your kids every day and you start getting bored with that and you get a little bit of mental fatigue and you're like, man, I really would just like to step out of the house into the sunshine and go for a run. Maybe you start taking your kids to the park instead and letting them play on the playground while you walk around the track. Look for what works for you. You don't have to stick to the same routine all year long. I don't train for marathons all year long. I only do it when I'm really getting ready to run a big race, if time even matters. Other times I'm just doing it for fun. I'm doing it for me. I go out walking for me. I go out jogging for me when I need it, when it's something that I know is going to help me. I don't force myself to do things that I don't see value in. If me continuing a workout routine is going to cause me more mental fatigue, more mental anguish, more stress, I change it up. I figure out what's going to work better for me and still accomplish the same goal. Don't give up on the goal. The goal is in molds. The plan is in sand. Find what works for you for what you want to achieve. If you want to be the quickest marathon runner in the world, then find the plan that you want to do that works for you to get there. Don't worry if you have to change the plan along the way because it's not working out. That's okay. Just have the plan, or have the goal, and then you can adjust the plan as you go. So my plan for this year is the same as last year, with one extra mile. And since I crushed my last goal last year, I don't foresee any problems hitting it this year, but you know what? We'll deal with them when we get there. If my plan has to change, if I get injured and I'm not able to go walking, I'm going to find something else I can do instead, and then find a makeup plan when I am able to get up and running again. I threw my back out. My loose skin actually caused an injury while I was working out. Threw my back out, and it's been in a lot of pain for a couple days. I don't know when it's going to get better. I don't know when I'm going to be able to run again, but right now I can walk. So I'm going to keep walking and keep making progress towards all of my goals. I'm going to still keep doing what I can do. And that's the key in life. Never give up. Do what you can do. Love you guys.